being one of the leading training partners of the Tourism Hospitality Skill Sector Council, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, and the National Skill Development Corporation, we are continuously striving to identify aspiring youths from different parts of India, and we believe a job fair like this is an ideal platform to bridge the gap between the educated unemployed youths and the industry.
The youth population of Nagaland is one of the most committed workforce, I would say. They are one of the polished and refined people who can be imbibed in this industry productively, and they are very hardworking people.
Can you highlight a little bit about today's mega job fair?
Okay, thank you for having me. First of all, today's job fair is specifically focused on hospitality. So, aspirants who are interested in the hospitality sector, it is just the most wonderful platform for them to come across a job mela like this, so that because we have the world's finest here today with us. So yes, that's about it.
How many companies are here today?
Right, we have 8 were supposed to come, but 7 are here today with us. So 7 of the world's finest, like say the ITC group of hotels, the Taj group of hotels. We have the St. Regis from Mumbai here, and many more. Yeah.
What is the process going to be today?
Today's process is exceptionally exclusive, I would say, because usually interviews go on for like they have various steps, and it takes a day or two to conclude. But today's interview, today's job mela is very exclusive because they're open. They're open. Our industry partners are open to take candidates and offer them, and also provide them the offer letters today itself. So it's actually a very advantageous opportunity for the aspirants who are here. So yeah, I mean, it's actually a very wonderful blessing for us, really. So because the industry partners have come with an open heart, and they are willing to take as many as possible. They're looking forward to fantastic manpower resources from us. Yeah.
So our Naga youths, those are working outside of the state, they are bound to come back one day or the other to the native place. So what is your stand on that?
So actually, our young people who are currently in the hospitality industry, and they come back to our state, they have opportunities and platforms like a lot of training institutes are coming up, a lot of educational establishments are coming up, and also a lot of the hospitality sector is also really growing in places like Dimapur and Kohima. So I feel that our economy is also really progressing when it comes to the entrepreneurship sector. So a person with a hospitality background can be really resourceful and very, very useful in a lot of business establishments. So I must say that there's no dearth of opportunities if hospitality experienced professionals come back. And nothing to fear really, because I think Dimapur and Kohima, I should say, is really growing entrepreneurship-wise. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah.
There are many youths who are only dependent on government jobs. So why do you think the youth should also think twice about this private sector and hospitality sector?
You're right. Actually, the most prevailing mentality is that government sector is the only sector that is so-called, the job sector for them, for our people. We have this very stubborn mindset, which is actually causing this unemployment situation right now. In the press conference that we had a few days ago, I mentioned that there should not be a situation of unemployment in Nagaland. The only reason why we're having this situation is because our people are stuck on the government job sector situation. They just want, for them, it is the begin all and end all of employment. But for those who think that way and are sitting back are the ones that are causing the unemployment status, see. So I think that for those that are brave enough to explore the private sector, they are the ones progressing. And I would really like to take this platform to also mention that you see the kind of discipline that one undergoes in a private sector can be is to a person's advantage, because a person then becomes so disciplined in many aspects. For example, their commitment to their jobs, the etiquettes, discipline in work etiquettes, or even socially, or let's say in discipline in every area, punctuality, their attitude towards their profession. I mean, everything is just very enriching for a person that is part of the private sector. So with that kind of discipline, imagine collectively if 50 to 60% of our youth works in the private sector. Imagine the change that would bring about in our state. I mean, that is what we are talking about. Na? Change means that it is every drop of water, every individual contributes to the change. So I think the job scenario could really be a driving force towards changing our society in a better way, in a more disciplined way, in a more responsible way. So yeah, I mean, that could be a really wonderful area and a channel to bring about change, really.
I think it's a good initiative to start with, and since the turnout is quite good and it's being done at a short notice, I think we are quite positive that yes, it will imbibe many of the youths that we have in the service industry.
So there are many youths who are dependent only on government jobs rather than private jobs. So what would you like to see about that?
See, these are the opportunities, because we know with the shrinking of the government jobs, we are anyways overemployed. So I think these are the opportunities where people should take advantage of, and the people who get selected from such job camps, I think they can become the ambassadors for other people also to follow up, because seeing them, they are getting gainfully employed and similarly fending for their families from these jobs. I think these small initiatives like these will become eye openers for our state also in the future. So I am very positive with such job fairs.
So taking this platform, there are many unemployed youths in our state now. So would you like to encourage the youths to take up the private sectors as well?
Definitely, because wherever we are getting a respectable livelihood rather than just waiting for government jobs, I think that will bring the confidence in them. They will make them more dependent, and it will also bring out the entrepreneurial skills in them, because it's not that once they join a private job or any of these companies, they get stuck there. Once they go there, they'll get further groomed, they'll learn, and they'll come to know about new things. So these are just the upstarts. So if they focus well, if they are hard working, maybe in 10 years they may reach a different platform. But yes, a start has to be made. So I think such initiatives will encourage our youths also to go forward.
District Agriculture Office Dimapur de aji ekta mega job fair ekta thakise aro aji laga tin de 272 candidates jun aigena itu job fair de itu participate kori ase. Aji laga ekta bonus point ki ase gole to aji laga interview de Pahara IT sectors pra nolebi itu Geo World nolebi itu Touch Group of Hotels tan aina ase aro ekta bonus point ki ase gole to candidates kan khali ekta degla noina itu sopte itu tan interview diole paro ona itu anangi janai dise aji laga din de itu TCBI ina deksa ro Nagaland News Network pra exclusively tagi hutau di gona janai dise ki enika mega job fair thaga do Nagaland unemployment itu issue khani bisi helpful ase gona itu janai dise ro itu kala noi tabra itu bi kushi ki itu ami khan laga youth kan ekbar sale do government sector de bisi dependent gona ase to tabra kushi ki youth kan itu government sector de depend na korna itu the other side of the world itu private sectors to entrepreneurship na hospitality and tv to side bisi bhalo gona itu bi janai dise sadek bi Nagaland News Network for more news update. This is Kermit with my video journalist I am Bachame.